If you are a teacher, parent, administrator, student, and/or anyone who loves reconnecting children with nature, and you want to figure out how to cultivate learning gardens and nature-based curriculum, then this is the podcast, the Outdoor Classrooms podcast. My name is Victoria Hackett. I am the founder of Outdoor-Classrooms.com and the Secret Gardens Nature Classes. I love witnessing the magic that happens when children are playfully learning outdoors. Observing the return of wonder and curiosity when children are interacting with nature is pure magic. This is the podcast that is going to help you capture children's interest and give you not only inspiration, but some real life strategies that are going to help you figure out how to use the outdoor space, your outdoor space, as a teaching tool, so you can enlighten the playful learning experience for young children. Welcome to our Outdoor Classrooms community. Today we are celebrating the 100th episode of the Outdoor Classrooms podcast. I have given a lot of thought about all the different ways I could celebrate this milestone and ask myself a few questions. Should I put together snippets from most of my favorite episodes? Not possible. I love them all. Should I have someone interview me? Nah. Should I do a giveaway? Too late to get all the details together. Nothing resonated with me until I was reminded of all the inventive ways in which kindergartners always commemorate the 100th day of school. In following their lead, I decided to sit down and write out 100 things I have learned since starting this podcast in February of 2023 to the present, April 2024. No worries, I'm not going to read all 100 things that I learned to you today. But before we dig in, I want to take a moment to share how I started the Outdoor Classrooms podcast. It was a moment I will never forget, and the moment that taught me the essence and the importance of pause. I was incredibly sick in January of 2023. It was a kind of sick when you feel like the world just stopped. Everything had come to a halt because I just couldn't move physically. Despite feeling incredibly ill, the silence was beautiful, actually. It was this moment when I received this little whisper, "Why don't you start a podcast?" And I thought, the other part of me said, "What?" I wasn't tech savvy. My schedule was already swamped. I didn't have the funds to hire someone to do all the edits. Essentially, I had to sort of do the entire thing myself, learn how to do it. But the silence allowed me to take a pause, to really think about this little whisper that came to me and germinate on the idea. So you guessed it. Thankfully, I listened to the whisper, started this podcast journey, and managed to figure out all of the rest along the way, which was another lesson. So the beauty is that I'm still learning and figuring it all out, but now I have this incredible community from all over the world that's on this adventure with me. We're on it together. It's now time to celebrate the impact that has happened over the last 15 months within the Outdoor Classrooms podcast community. It's also time to thank you, the guests, you, the listeners, and without you, there would be no podcast. So I am filled with gratitude and want to thank all of you that are listening, that have come on the podcast to share your story. And I am just filled again with gratitude and want to thank you all. So my why for the Outdoor Classrooms podcast became very clear very quickly, as it mirrored much of what I was already doing, my mission. So my mission being to intensify the conversation and provide resources for cultivating outdoor classrooms and nature-based curriculum, to draw attention to the amazing work that nature-based educators do day to day and the amazing programs that they're creating that they run. So if we're putting it on this platform and we're showcasing what they are doing and they're sharing their stories, hopefully others can learn from it. Number 3 is to create this incredible community of educators, of like-minded souls, where we can share our similar values. So in looking back to some of the most listened to Outdoor Classroom podcast episodes, I found a mixture of mini episodes, outdoor classroom tour and talks, and interviews with incredible leaders in our field. I actually smile just looking at the titles, as I believe this mixture is the essence of the Outdoor Classrooms podcast and speaks to so many of the 100 lessons that I've learned over the last many months since starting it. So there's a mix of foundational episodes. What is nature pedagogy? What are the 5 phases of teaching outdoors? The framework. How does nature impact young children? The power of nature play outdoors. Then we had a series of very popular author interviews. Wild Learning with author Rachel Tidd. Messy Maths with Juliet Robertson. Then we had some amazing outdoor classrooms tour and talks. The Hidden Valleys Forest School. The Ferntop Nature Preschool. Those were amazing interviews. And finally, some of our most favorite interviews with leaders in the field, which I'm not surprised at all. This was an amazing interview with Jean Lamino called Reclaim the Roots in Education. And one of the most favorite podcast episodes to date was a highlight episode of the Exploring Nature in Winter Masterclass. So this is only a snapshot of what the Outdoor Classrooms podcast has done over the last 100 episodes. We have reached Australia, we have reached England, and communities all over the United States. So what's next? So learning from the positive response from the Exploring Nature in Winter Masterclass, I'm going to be adding 4 seasonal masterclasses to the Circle membership. So we're currently exploring nature in spring, and it's incredibly exciting. So I want you to listen to what Amy Wood, an educator from the Shed Children's Campus in Andover, Massachusetts, said about this masterclass. She is also a Circle member. So she wrote me a note. Hi, Victoria. I'm already loving the spring masterclass. Thank you for all your videos, suggestions, and useful tips. We are entering the planting indoor phase, so this is perfect timing. So thank you, Amy, for that. So a big thank you again to my guests, my listeners, and my Circle community for forever inspiring me to dig a little bit deeper to becoming the best nature-based educator I can be. I am filled with gratitude. And again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of our community of guests on our podcast. If you would like to be a guest and you haven't been a guest yet, please reach out to Victoria at Outdoor-Classrooms.com. I would love to learn about you, your nature-based program, or if you're an author, I would love to learn more your gifts that you are offering to the world. So let's get you on the podcast. In gratitude. Talk to you soon. Are you a member of the Outdoor Classroom Circle community? Members have described the experience as a true circle and often tell me how wonderful it is to be able to jump in and be a part of a like-minded group and participate as little or as much as they want and need in any particular month. Many members have described this group as a family of friends from all over the world, where you feel like you can just pick up right where you left off. Others are grateful for the resources that are helping them get their nature-based program off the ground. So no matter what phase of teaching outdoors you are in, there is a place for you in the circle. This is a place where everyone's voice is heard and every outdoor classroom is seen. I'm excited to announce that we have a new Exploring Nature in Spring Masterclass, and this is offered in our membership community as part of the membership. And so I want to let you know it's never too late to join the fun in our community. So hop on over to the Circle community and let's get started.